Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aries December 3, 2021. The best way to understand another is to be compassionate and put yourself in their shoes. You could never know what their situation would be like if it weren't for going through something similar. But to avoid a bitter drink, which could be caused by the conjunction between Uranus and Venus, you would be prepared so that everything is in better regency for you. The authenticity of the things you do at this time would be in charge of certain actions that you have done with effort. It is normal that you suddenly find yourself worn out. For this reason, you must have the opportunity for the moon to influence the good energy for you in a certain way. You would have positive reactions today. You could make everything grow to a great extent. Therefore, you must put yourself in good energy so that everything is on your side. With Cancer in the regency, you would be doing the right thing so that everything is put in well-being for you. The current planetary configurations make you the bearer of a new philosophy. It is not about the New Age spirit, but precisely what comes next. We can easily imagine you attending a few conferences given by great minds today. Looking for something. Answers, surely. Be careful not to convince yourself too quickly of this or that truth. You should not be disturbed by the commotion around you. This day, December 3rd, stay focused on your goals. Your general shape is on the rise again. It will be easier for you to break a bad habit. You do not always agree with your loved ones. It remains to prove your know-how to them today. You will succeed in resolving a conflict in those around you, and you have the opportunity to be proud of yourself. The sky gives you the advantage and privileges your creativity. Love seems protected by a conciliatory sky, which leads you to dream, to idealize, and perhaps to fly together towards other countries to enjoy a tender bond. In private, you could consult a person to help you find health. Your desire to want to remain in well-being could be legitimate, so you must have everything in front of you, so you need to make things more reasonable and healthy. You will need to be tolerant and considerate of others today. Indeed, your natural insight and sagacity will be solicited by those around you. Like the Vestal of the temple, you will have an extraordinary influence over your loved ones. Don't deny them your advice, because it will be good. You will derive a beneficial feeling from these moments. How pleasant it is to feel indispensable. If you are subject to it, some headaches are to be expected, but you will quickly find the hair of the animal. Breathe deeply and hydrate as much as possible. Ginger and lavender essential oil are also good calming agents. Eat light, fresh vegetables and steamed fish, for example, and take a nap. You should still have a good day. The number 1 is in regency for you. Therefore, you would fill yourself with a circle of people who would do everything possible to make you put yourself in well-being in whatever way and in whatever way. You would suppose that at the moment of wanting to make everything much more prosperous than before. You would find the reasons and the methods so that you have more money and fortune than before. You might have some great ideas for personal creativity. They can come from the people you love. For example, when visiting family members or friends, a combination of symbols could take you further than you imagine. You have an inventive and innovative spirit. New economic perspectives, desire to change the decoration of your interior, etc. Let your intuition take its course. If you've decided to make acquisitions, now is the time to take action and go for it. The day promises to be promising to start and grow your assets. Your creative vein might even guide you further and reinvent the wheel. Teamwork is encouraged. A professional or financial opportunity could arise through your connections, whether it is your friends, groups, or social communities. Think about possible partners with whom to collaborate positively. Without leaving yourself aside, you would have done everything possible for love to come to you. Without the need for everything to be put into bad energy, you would say little about love because you would not be excited to find yourself in bad energy. You have different options to return to love as soon as possible. With the waning moon, you would rejoin the rulership of love. If you are the type to work 24 hours a day, to complete a file by gobbling up an already cold pizza or the rest of a sandwich from the day before, stop. You are not a pure spirit and your body deserves a little more consideration. Eat better and exercise. He who wishes to travel far, take care of his mount. Your physical resources are not inexhaustible. So don't forget to take care of yourself. It is a necessary condition for your success, professional as in love. The reflections that you make to your spouse have the gift of exasperating you. Keep your head up, this is just a bad patch. There are always some in a couple. With the influence of Mars in your sky, you will know how to get out of this situation quickly. Clear things up as soon as possible. If you are single, you will find a great person to have a good time with. Take advantage, moments like these are rare, especially with the planetary changes that are brewing. You tend to suddenly shelter someone at work, perhaps covering them is sometimes a challenge, because you would be putting your hands in the fire for someone who could not always answer you as you do for him. Just as you hear it, you could somehow enter into contradictions and occupational danger by overlapping who you shouldn't. A favorable wind stirs your fire today, enjoy it. Spend time with your children and be creative. Bring out your playful and loving personality to push others forward. Now is the time to offer your talents for group work, a team activity. You will be an added value for everyone by taking life as a game. This change in leadership raised many questions among staff. Despite the random weather, influenced by this sudden change in temperature, Mercury will give you the courage to face all this. Moreover, your colleagues have understood this well. Yes, they see you as the perfect spokesperson to convey every concern and defend all their claims. As for you, don't let yourself go into melancholy. More than ever, we need you. If someone in your circle of friends tells you about a decision that you think is a bit risky, don't be too quick to judge. It is possible that what you perceive as irresponsibility on the part of your friend is simply the result of a difference in your expectations. Rather than loudly proclaiming your disapproval, take the time to consider your motivations. This little time for introspection will allow you to take stock of your priorities and react in a more tempered manner.